Hello everybody and welcome back to Tales of the Wandering Bard. So, you arrived in... I've already forgotten this town's name. Axington. You arrived in Axington.
Right, it's a small town.
It is a small town indeed. Excuse me. Town's not even the right word. It's half of a village.
Right.
Population is, 300 maybe.
Right.
Maybe.
I asked him if we can stop here for a minute.
Yeah, we're going to head on through, but if you'd like to hop off, feel free.
I was just gonna get something decent to eat. You want something? I'm buying.
Yeah, I mean, if you're buying, we'll stop off and get something to eat. I think there's a tavern up ahead. They don't have rooms for the night, but the wife there will make a good meal.
Sure, let's eat something. It's been a while since I ate something decent. Well, I had a pig last night. So some days ago. It's all right.
Not a very good cook, are you?
It tasted like pig, I suppose.
Sure. He leads the wagon towards this small tavern that doesn't even have a name. It's just,
Right.
someone's house that's been converted into a place to eat.
Right.
There's a single long hall in there with a long table that a bunch of people are seated around. Time is a little bit afternoon, not too far though. The woman that runs the place sees you guys coming in, gives you a wave. She's a rather stout woman. She's got a big belly and a nice cheerful smile, freckles on her face, long kind of dirty hair that's been tied up in the back.
Right.
Wearing a grease-stained apron. She waves at you and kind of bounces over and goes, "Oh, it's good to see you again, Milphus." Write that down, Milphus. What brings you through this town? And hey, don't tell me your son's already engaged. She's a lovely lady. What's her name?
I smile at her. I say, I'm Sarah.
Oh, nice to meet you, Sarah. The husband, or the father, gives a chuckle and is like, No. We just picked her up on the road. But food and drink are on her. So
I know.
there's some pleasant exchanges. Is there anything else you want to get out of that?
I want the best drink they have, best food they have.
Okay.
Oh, wait, I have to change my bill, by the way. I only have 159.
No. She acquiesces to your request, tells you to find yourself seated somewhere at the long table with everyone else,
Sure.
and brings you around some grilled pheasant with spiced potatoes and some honeyed mead.
Nice.
There you go.
I'm getting hungry thinking of it. Right. So
Yeah, I know. These chips are making me possibly more hungry than satisfying.
That's the problem with these things. They're worse. Yeah, keep eating. Yeah. All right. So we eat.
Mm-hmm. You
Yeah.
eat the.
Have some pleasant conversation. It works.
Mm-hmm. At some point, the father goes, she wasn't half lying. My son is looking for a wife. There's like a little bit of an awkward silence that follows as he looks at you.
I look at him and I say, well, I'm not much of the wife material. I like to travel a lot. I don't like to stay in the same place very long.
You sure? We got a real nice house and we do travel. See, we're on the road right now. We're heading up to do some business.
You know what? I'll think about it.
Suit yourself. I know you ain't got much of a dowry, and that can be hard for a lady to do without one, but be a nice roof over your head. You seem capable and strong, and Thomas here is a little bit of a dunce sometimes, and not very good with the ladies. You can see him just like sinking lower and lower into his seat.
I say, well, you're not really selling him, are you?
Well, I mean, I'm not really trying to buy you. Just
I suppose.
might be a good arrangement for everyone. He needs someone to look after the farm when he's in his moods.
Oh, alright. Well, I smile at him. Really awkwardly, I suppose.
Okay. It seems to be a very uncomfortable situation.
More so for the kid than for me, I suppose.
Probably.
I think, but,
I said adult, but he's, like 17, 18. He's an adult, but he's still very young.
Alright. He's technically an adult.
Technically an adult, but, you might still try him as a child if he did something stupid.
Yeah.
So the meal comes, the meal finishes, and it comes time to pay. You only have gold on you, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you pay with the gold, and the innkeeper, the tavern keepers.
I very carefully grab it out of my bag, like it's. I give it to her.
She her eyes go a little bit wide and goes, "Oh, I see. Of course, my lady. Oh, let me get you change right away."
No, it's alright. You can keep the change. It's fine. I mean, does she tell me how much it is?
No.
Oh, I say that's fine. Just keep it.
Of course.
I mean, I have no idea of money, right?
Yeah.
It's probably a gold, maybe.
Yeah,
probably.
probably.
With 3 people.
So her eyes are kind of wide.
Is that a problem?
No. Just thank you for your generosity and hospitality and your patronage, my lady.
Sure, it was delicious.
The guy next to you, not the kid, but his father, notices and goes, "Where did you get that sort of money?"
I got it from a hobgoblin camp. I stole it from
Same hobgoblins that captured you?
Yeah, damn. The chief was quite wealthy. He had quite a lot of money. I took some of it.
There's more where that came from?
Oh yeah, a lot more.
Give me a perception check.
Not very good. It's 17.
Cool. You guys continue chatting. Totally oblivious.
Yes.
Eventually, you guys finish up with your food. The bill is taken care of, and the man, Milphus, says, "Would you like to keep traveling with us? We should make the city by nightfall."
Sure.
Excellent. You guys pack up and get back on the cart and continue off.
Wait, did I get more HP from sleeping?
Oh yeah, it took you
Like another 2 days, I think.
another 2 days, so add 2 more HP. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Almost halfway.
You guys head off onto the road.
Alright. I'm still in the back, looking forward.
That's not the right button. That's the right button. So, you guys travel along the road. So, after a couple of miles, you hear the distant sounds of beating horse hooves on the road. Looking about, you see a trail of dust being kicked up behind you, as if a horse or a group of horses is traveling very quickly in your direction.
From front or from the back?
From behind you guys, towards you.
Alright. I look over. Okay. I just keep note of that.
Okay.
Just keep looking every now and then. Looking there. Like when they get closer, what do you see?
Eventually, you see 2 men arriving on 2 different horses.
Mm-hmm.
They have kind of brownish shirts on, not matching, but just kind of general everyday farmer clothing.
Right.
Their horses look a little bit nicer than your typical riding horse. They're well bred, they're well groomed, they're in good condition, they're very well fed. Okay. And the men have swords at their sides. They come up and they start to slow down. One of them cuts in front of the wagon, reins his horse up, the other one stays behind the wagon. The farmer goes, "Whoa, what's the meaning of this?" And the man
grab my my longbow, grab it what's going on? Arrow on it.
The man in front says, "That girl with you, she's got a pretty purse with her. Tell her to hand it over and we won't be troubling you no more. We got no quarrels with you, Mr. Farmer."
Let's see. I say sure, and I grab into my bag, and I do they look like they are fighters or more like farmers with weapons?
Probably farmers with weapons, or maybe former soldiers who fought in war a few years ago.
I don't say sure. I say, why do you want my money? I kind of worked for it. It's not your money.
Now I'm working for it. Hand it over, and we'll leave you on your way. But if a fight, things might have to get a little ugly.
Right. I grab into my bag. I have 2 pouches, one with the gold, one with the gems. I like just in the bag. I open the gem bag. I throw them out, and I throw like 30-ish gold in it. Put them in, close it, and keep it out for the guy in the back.
Give me a dexterity check to see how sneakily you can do all this without anyone paying attention, or without anyone noticing.
18.
Yeah. So you hand out the bag and goes, "What's in the rest of that bag? What are you fuddling with there?"
My stuff, my book, my books.
Well, stand aside. Let me see what's in there. And
no, it's my personal belongings. So keep it back.
He dismounts his horse, draws his sword, and approaches the back of the cart. Sword kind of down, not like ready to hack your head off, but definitely drawn.
He's got off the horse.
The wagon has come to a stop.
Okay, if he comes at me, I'll grab my scimitar and I slash it up.
Okay. You do not take him by surprise. He's ready for this.
Yeah, I suppose.
So roll initiative.
It's 12.
Okay. You go to bring your scimitar up. He counters by attacking you very quickly. No. His sword slashes into the side of the cart, getting stuck for a moment as your...
That's that's 18.
18 is indeed a hit. You...
hit him for 4.
You catch him low in the gut, just above his waist, and he stumbles backward. You can definitely see that part of his belly has been hit, and it just is like folding outward. There's some parts of the inside of the person you wouldn't want to see. They're not falling out of him, but you can definitely see further in than anyone should ever be seeing into another person. Yeah. He shouts with pain as he stumbles back.
And I say, if you leave now, I won't attack you anymore. I'm pretty good with a weapon, as you can see.
The rider up front.
Where is it? Oh, there.
Okay. The rider up front dances his horse around for a moment, and then heads right back towards town. The guy who you slashed drops his sword, holds his belly, gets back towards his horse, struggles to remount.
I cut off some of the sheets I have and I throw them for bandages.
He takes them sort of, kind of does a quick once round just to keep the belly up against him, climbs back into the horse with some effort, and heads back to the town.
Good luck! That way.
Farmer looks at you and goes, "Were you about to just give him gold?"
Well, yeah, but I mean, he didn't take it, so it's no fault.
You are a strange one.
Well, I mean, I'd rather give him gold than your life or my life. Or your boy's life.
Scratches his head and goes, "Well, I don't know whether to thank you or be mad at you for bringing trouble my way, but I think I'm going to thank you."
Well, I send him away as well, so should be fine.
Oh, yeah. He gives a shrug and starts riding. After a few moments goes, "You are an interesting person. Trouble seems to follow you around."
Yeah, I've heard that before.
Yeah. Okay, I think that is the only encounter for that day. Nope.
Of course course not.
Nope.
Just a little thing. Where were we when I was taken away from the warrior lady? What's her name again?
Alyssa. You were hundreds and hundreds of miles to the west and north. Very, very far away.
All right.
You have
so
not
that's-
seen Alyssa. Iron had said that she was alive, but he said it in a kind of a cryptic way. I think he said that she's not dead or something.
Oh.
Yeah.
But she's probably not doing very well. Wasn't at that time. Also, it's been like a year and a bit.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right.
Oops, that's not the right die. I need these 2 dice.
I guess I'll forget about it then.
No. And then this one. Oh, no. Later that day you pass a herd of sheep on the road. Being pushed by a shepherd. That's about it. That night you arrive at...
I jokingly say when we go past, less than a day ago I would have shot one and eaten it.
Farmer goes, well, I would have eaten it with you. Love a good slice of mutton. And at the end of the day, you arrive in Sidab. What is that? It is a large city, that is for sure. Is it larger than your hometown? I don't think so. I think it's probably on par with your home.
Raycon would be pretty big.
Raycon was pretty big. I'm just trying to...
As the name behooves.
Actually, no, it is larger than Rayquan. Quite a bit so. Because Rayquan's up in the frigid north. You know, not a lot of people like it up there. This is in a nice, warm, southerly part of the world. What is this? Yeah. So this is actually the largest city you have ever been to in your life.
Alright.
There are all manner of people traipsing about, even though it's getting on towards evening.
I mean, at a certain point, you wouldn't see the difference in the size of a city. I mean, you can only see that much of a city at one time.
Right. But you can, from the outside, you can see
Yeah,
the walls
it's like
extend.
huge.
The buildings are taller. Once you get inside, you're just kind of lost, as you would have been in Rayquan had your father ever let you out of the castle.
Yeah.
You've always kind of observed Rayquan from above. This is your first time really exploring the inner city streets.
Right.
As you guys ride through, the farmer leads you towards a small inn called Homestead.
Oh, by the way, I put my guns back in there.
Right. He says, well, this is where our stop is. We'll be selling our goods here for a couple days and head back southward.
To
Laston. It's a podunk little town in the middle of nowhere.
Right. Well, I don't want to go there, so
Yeah,
I just didn't say anything. So, okay. And I guess I'll get a. Is it a decent inn or?
I mean, it's decent enough for likes of us. Been traveling through the woods for a few days. It's probably the best room you'll have had in ages.
Right. All right, then I'll just get to the inn. And I'll get myself a room and some good food, something nice to drink.
Okay. You pay with the gold. You get 6 silver back.
Right.
The innkeeper doesn't seem to be bothered by you paying in gold.
A big city, you know. And 6 silver, you said?
Yes.
6 silver. I'll get it for like 2 days.
So pay another 4 silver for that. That includes breakfast, dinner, and a room.
Right.
And drinks with breakfast, dinner.
Right.
So that's that. Is there anything else you want to say or do with the farmer or his boy?
No, I'm not gonna marry the guy.
Probably not. It'd be a little weird.
Yeah. Slice of life, D&D. Not gonna happen.
Yeah, they say some goodbyes. You have a drink with them, but nothing.
I give them some gold. Maybe a garnet. I don't know what it's worth. I'll give to him. There, you can maybe sell it. I don't even know what it's worth. Do you know?
No, but probably more than I'm going to make by selling these barrels.
Well, there you have it. Thank you for bringing me here.
Thank you, Sarah, for being the most interesting person I've met in a long time.
Thank you for being very nice people.
Yeah, great. Guess we can afford a nicer place, maybe. Another time. And you guys part ways.
Alright. Well, first day I'll just stay in the inn mostly, drink a bit, hang out.
Get another HP as well.
And then the second day, I'll try to sell the garnets, or some of them at least. Like, see what they're worth, at least. So, I guess I'll find a jeweler or a, like, jewelsmith, something like that. Goldsmith, something like that.
There are plenty of jewelers about for you to encounter. This is a rather large town, or a rather large city. Gems. Oh my. What is the... Okay, so you have a man inspect these gems. He goes, well, these are garnets, but they're some of the smallest garnets I've seen, and clarity's not that great. I can give you 50 gold each.
50 gold each. Alright, so I sell them to... I just take 2 and then sell them to him.
Go ahead and transaction. 50
do
gold each, so
I get only gold, or do I also get silver? And I mean,
yeah,
people
you can exchange money.
People are getting like giving me weird looks when I give them gold, so I would ask for some silver probably.
Sure. You can freely exchange money with this man. Gold, silver, and gems, all back and forth.
All right, I'll just take like 100 silver and that leaves
90 gold.
Yeah. So that's 38. 38. All right, I thank him and I am on my way. Next up is let's say armor. I'm looking for some studded leather armor. Is what I have, right? Well, that's what I'm looking for now.
You've got some stuff. It'll take a little bit of tailoring to get it to fit you, but you can have it ready for you tomorrow. It's, I want to say 25 gold for the set of studded leather armor.
Sure, yeah, that's fine. I nod and I say, yeah, sure, it's fine.
Okay.
And do they have any clothing, like normal clothing?
Yes.
All right, I'll take something nice, not too fancy, just like, I don't know, middle class. Is that a thing there?
Yeah.
That, like, decent but not like royalty tier.
Right. 20 gold, not 25.
All right.
And then shell out another 1 gold for, half decent clothes. Maybe like 2 sets of half decent clothes, so you're not just wearing the same thing every day.
There we go. Okay. And the weight of the clothes?
The clothes and your backpack will weigh 5 pounds together.
Yeah, I'll get a backpack as well.
Okay, yeah.
And
backpack is another 2 gold. It's a nice leather backpack. The studded leather armor weighs 25 pounds.
5 and another. How many gold do you say?
For
backpack?
2.
Alright. There we go. Let's see, so I've got my armor back. That's 3 armor, right? That's
Mhm.
from the stuff, yeah. Okay, let's see. I don't need any Russian. I guess that's it for now. Got my longbow. Got some. I'm missing some arrows. I'll stock up on arrows.
Sure, you can buy 12 arrows for 3 silver, which is a really awkward way of doing it, but that's the
Yeah.
price that they give.
Sure. I'll
So
buy them and I'll get. So I'll have
4 arrows per silver. Yeah.
I'll just get 4 arrows then. Let's see. So I'll have 21. The ones I lost.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'll just stay in the inn for a couple more days just to get some more XP back.
Sure. If you rest for a week, you can basically heal everything. I know.
I need 8. So.
Yeah. So, 4 silver a day for a room board. If you're staying a week, they'll give you a day free. So, what 4 times 5 is
24.
20 more gold,
Yeah, there we go.
or 20 more silver.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just 2.5 gold.
2.5 gold. Yeah.
Sure. All right. I'll get that and then I'm full HP.
Full HP. Yeah. What do you do with your week here? Just hang out and rest up?
Hang out, check out the city a bit. It's pretty big, so I'm just looking around, checking some stores, maybe window shopping. You know,
You get
as ladies do.
You get a lot of people looking at you, and a couple of guys starting to like whistle at you, but then you know someone will pass out of the way and they'll see that you've got this scimitar at your side, a longbow over your back,
Yeah.
and the
They're like-
cat calls kind of die down pretty quickly. You also find a place where you can buy all sorts of spell components if you'd like.
Yes. Good idea. Let's see. What would I need? Let's see. For color spray, I need some sand.
Yeah, you can get, I don't know, like practically infinite in castings if for 1 gold worth of sand. There's a specialty shop that will sell you
Yeah.
these things. They'll sell blue sand, red sand, white sand. You
Yeah.
pay a gold, you get a bag of each, and then it only takes a pinch of each one. So
So it's like for ever almost.
yeah,
Pretty much. Yeah.
I mean the bags will get ruined before you run out of sand.
All right. So 3. And oh wait, this. For 1 gold, you said?
Yep.
All right. And let's see. Bringing wood for that one is not that hard to get.
Yeah, you can just consider yourself having picked up enough string wood for that.
Yeah, I mean, wood is everywhere, so it wouldn't be that hard. For the second level spells, the melf's the melf's acid arrow.
Sure, you can get dart, powdered rhubarb leaf, and an adder's stomach. How many castings of that would you want?
It's pretty strong, isn't it? What does it do?
It does. You have to make a roll to hit, as if you were a fighter of the same level.
Mm-hmm.
And then it does 2d4 points of damage. And then for every 3 levels, for like at level 3 and level 6, etc., you get an extra round of damage. So there'll be 2d4 damage this round and 2d4 damage next round. And you can hit someone within 180 yards. Pretty good.
Good, yeah. I'll take 5 of those.
Sure.
The same cost.
An adder's stomach is... Well, I breed them
I've
specifically
got one,
for
so
this.
I will have 6 then.
Okay. So it's not that hard to do that. Powdered rhubarb leaf is easy to come across. The darts are 5 silver each, so that's 25 silver for the darts.
Make it 30 because I don't have a dart for the.
30 silver for the darts, plus let's say another 5 silver for the rhubarb leaf, and an adder's stomach is probably
I just want to get.
yeah. But at the same time, you could just breed the snakes and cut them open. It doesn't actually take any materials. Like
Yeah,
the darts would
so-
take iron.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say another 5 silver for each adder stomach.
Sure. So
It's a
that's
common spell, so
So that's 6 gold total.
yes.
Right.
Yes.
All right. I'll take that. That's okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll have. I'll just write down.
Mhm.
I'll have 6 of mouse components. Okay. Yeah, I think that's it for now. For what I need to do. Yeah. Can think of anything that needs to be done.
Okay.
I get my my study ladder the day after,
Yeah.
and then
Okay.
I'll just stay in the town, walk around, talk with some people maybe.
Sure. Do you have components for all the other spells that you might need?
Cat's Grace, it gives me dex. And
Oh, you need the Elven Cat Whiskers. You can get a few. You can get each casting would be like a gold worth of Elven Cat Whiskers.
how much dex does it give me?
I think it gives you an extra D8 points of dexterity.
Oh, that's pretty good actually. There's a lot of dodge.
Yeah, an extra D8 temporarily. And it can go to a maximum of 20. So what's your
Yeah, that's
yeah.
a maximum of 20 indeed.
Yeah. So at 15 dexterity, you start getting bonuses to your armor class. So as long as you roll a 3 or higher, it gives you a +1, at least a +1 to AC.
I'll get a couple of those. I guess. I mean, I have plenty of money.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So just chip out 1 gold per casting that you'd like to have.
I'll take 5.
Mm-hmm.
And Fast Life. That's not really something I need. I think.
Doesn't need material components anyway.
Okay. Ultra Self.
Doesn't need material components.
That changes me into like a man, for example. Or
The wizard can alter his appearance and form, including equipment, to appear taller, shorter, thinner, fatter, anywhere in between, human, humanoid, or any other generally man-shaped creature. You can change up to 50% in size. If you pick something that has wings, you can actually fly, although not nearly as well as the actual creature.
that's awesome.
If it has gills, you can breathe underwater for as long as the spell lasts.
I can be up to 50% larger. Can I also be smaller?
50% smaller.
50% smaller.
And it lasts for, what is it, 2 minutes per level plus 3d4 minutes. So,
So it's like a maximum of 12 plus
12
2
plus
plus
10. Yeah, so the maximum of like 20, like half an hour almost.
Oh, yeah.
Just shy of half an hour.
Alright, that's pretty alright, I guess. And doesn't need any components?
Nope.
Oh, that's good. Continual light.
No components.
Knock. What does it do? Like open
If
door?
a locked door or a magically held door will just be opened. It takes nothing.
Does it work on chest as well?
Yes, it does.
Well, I didn't have spells anyway.
Yeah.
Wizard lock? Is it what it
Yeah.
said?
That does pretty much the opposite of lock. It
Okay, so it
No.
magically sealed it.
yeah. It doesn't take any components either.
Okay. So then I've got for everything. I
Yeah,
think.
what you need.
Detect magic is
Yeah.
free and read magic is free. I think.
No,
Fine.
read magic you need a small crystal prism, but you only need one. It never uses up. So you just need that one
I
prism.
might as well buy it then.
Cost 2 silver
Oh.
in a town this big. It's cheap.
Oh, there we go. Small prism is that. Oh wait. I don't think the elf cat whiskers and the small prism weigh much, right?
No.
The okay. Okay. Yeah, I think that's all. Then the conjure components doesn't cost anything, and the unseen servant I can just rip some, like a string from a shirt and some wood.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right. I'll get 3 burning hands and 1 Mel's acid arrow for spells.
Okay.
The rest is more like a situational thing, I think. Oh, I'll take a color spray and 2 burning hands. I can actually use it. 1. There we go. And then I guess after the week I'll go to what's the area like? Are there any other interesting areas here?
So you have studied the map of this area before. So you're here in Sidav. The area is, come on, looks like this. There's not much to the north, not much to the south, but if you head down, you get to Atrilla, which is the heart of this kingdom. Oh, that's why I was fucking up. Atrilla, which is the heart of this kingdom.
And that city would be as big as Sidav or even bigger?
It looks a little bit bigger than Sidav. It's got a large castle. It's a very well fortified place. The tower that you came from was somewhere in this region, but since you never crossed this road, when you were knocked unconscious, the hobgoblins must have taken you down here somewhere where you were camped, somewhere in this region. But yeah, you were out on your own. No one knows who you are or where you are. You've finally gotten free of your father and everyone that seems to have been chasing after you.
No. Only 2 people know where I'm from. So damn honest.
What do you want to do, Sarah? The world is your oyster, as they say.
Right. Let's see. Mist Lake. I don't want to be anywhere near the tower. So, is there any way? Is there like something interesting over that way, like a bigger island or something?
If you go northward, there is a very large island here, and then if you go even farther, way out to like here, so you need to take a ship. There is a different continent. It's much smaller, but they're a whole different land, very separated from this one.
That might be interesting. Father won't find me there, I think.
That would probably be true. There's like one area where you can get between the 2 continents because of the way the winds work.
Yeah.
It's very far away, and there's almost no trade between the 2 of them. It would be the equivalent of coming from Spain to the New World during the 1600s.
So getting on a boat to there, it wouldn't be that easy.
You would have to go up to here to the storm type kingdom to Tide's End to get a boat, probably, because that's the largest port in the world that you know of. And then the ship would go from here, probably stop off at this island, and then head to there.
I would ask around in the port of Sidav. It's close to the water side, so there's a port.
There's quite a large port here. Yeah.
I ask around and ask for if they know if there are any ships that stop over at the island and where they stop if they go to the other continent.
Which this island or the
that island.
Yeah,
before they go to the other continent.
there are ships that will go from here to here. None of those ships will then head onward. These ships will stay in this area.
Okay, and then other ships that come through there.
Yeah, the ships from here will come out like that.
I guess I'll go to that island first. Seems interesting.
Okay.
I mean, that's quite a ways off, so my father won't find me there. So I think.
Let's take a look around here. Where?
I think they would stop maybe there.
Yeah.
Big
That's
port
the.
city.
And this is the very top of the island.
Yeah.
So Seabreeze Castle is where you would have to head. Which can be done.
All right. First, I'll just ask around about this island. What's there? What's interesting?
It is an island with a very large lake at the center. 4 rivers lead out of the lake, dividing the island into 4 different quadrants. The northwestern side here belongs to northeastern is kind of the elven quadrant.
Okay.
There's a very large population of elves that live here. The northwestern belongs to the horse lords. The southwestern is dwarves and gnomes, and the southeastern is kind of it's not unmapped. It's just very difficult life.
Bit of a desolate.
Yeah, there's not a lot going on there.
Right.
There's some like barren wastelands. There's a few settlers here and there trying to make a living, but it's
hard.
yeah, it's a hard place.
All right.
This is definitely the largest port on the island and the center of most of the trade because you can go here and up the river to the lake and then out for everywhere from the lake.
Right. Is there anything like interesting there? Like I don't know, some festival. I'm gonna have some fun. So
yeah, there are a great many things going on there.
Festival, maybe a carnival kind of thing. Just want to have some fun, you know?
Yeah.
Girls just want to have fun.
Well, this would be a good place to start.
Sure. Well, let's go there then.
Okay.
Let's find a boat.
You can book passage on a ship headed for there. Let's see, that passage on that ship would be 10 gold, unless you wanted like the lowest of classes, in which case you could probably pay 1 gold and then you'd be stuck in this dingy, deep underground area with just bunk beds where you're not supposed to go outside.
I want some decent accommodations. I can pay, so it's fine.
Sure, so 10 gold for your standard accommodations. If you want like nice luxury accommodations, it's 10 times the price, but it's yeah.
1 gold's a bit steep. I'll take the 10 gold. Okay. Yeah. I find is there I'm looking for a crew with some women on board. Like at least 1 or 2 women that I can.
Women sailors who work on the ship, or women passengers?
Either or.
Okay.
I don't want to be the only woman on a boat for days and ends.
There is so none of the big galleys that make this journey have female crews or females on their crews. They're all very superstitious, and women are unlucky on water. It's bad enough to have them as passengers. Having them as actual sailors would be the worst.
Yeah.
But there is a small ship that is headed that way, not for passenger work. When you first approached it, they kind of just dismissed you. Like, oh, we don't take passengers. Get the fuck out of here. We're just moving goods. And then you notice the captain of the ship was a fairly dark-skinned woman. Her first mate seems to be a minotaur.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I've never seen those, I think. Have I?
Probably not. You've seen some weird shit up in the north, but you probably haven't seen a minotaur before.
I'd be interested. Cowman is interesting, right? Very interesting. Yeah, sure. I try to charm them a little bit, especially the woman. Like, when I help a girl out, like, I need to go there. I want to go there. I can pay you. It's fine.
Are you in some sort of trouble?
Not really. Not that I know of, at least.
Is there some reason you don't want to go with one of them nice, fancy, comfortable galleys? The ship ain't gonna be smooth.
Well, the thing
It'll be
is,
rough.
I kind of like the idea of a female captain. They tend to be more, understanding of women, like myself. they understand what I'm going through, how we think. You know, and they don't tend to allow their men touching me in ways I don't want. You know?
Well, that certainly is true. Brutus here wouldn't lay a paw on you anyway. He finds our type completely undesirable and unattractive, which is what it is.
I look him up and down and I say, talking about Brutus, you say?
Brutus.
Brutus. Interesting. I've never seen a minotaur, I think they call it, right? I've probably heard about it.
Yeah. He grunts at you.
I don't mean to upset you.
Oh, it's not upset. It's just the way he grunts.
Oh.
Ignore him. Well, I get you. Men can be disgusting pigs, difficult to work with. So I'll take you on. I don't have a lot of room for you, though. You're going to have to sleep with the cargo.
Sure, I'll make do.
Alright. 12 gold it is, and
Sure.
we'll set sail tomorrow morning.
Alright.
Try not to get in trouble between now and then.
Oh, no, not at all. I'll be fine.
Alright. Cool. Make the deal with them, shake hands, and they send you off on your way.
Alright.
Let's take a look here.
Let me just send a new Murlocs my way.
You catch the captain's name. It is Nance.
Yeah.
N-A-N Nance.
Nance.
N-A-N-C-E.
And then the Brutus guy's first mate.
Yeah. The crew is small. It is 5 people total. Nance, her first mate, and 3 sailors.
Right.
The journey will take you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It will take you about 2 weeks if the weather is good.
Alright. Is the weather good?
Is there anything else you want to do?
No, I think I've got everything. I'll take some rations, I guess. Like, what do I get from the?
They'll feed you on the ship. Yeah.
Alright, then I'll think I'm ready.
Okay.
I'll take some extra snacks, maybe. You know.
Okay. You head out onto the ship. Let's change up our music for ship-going music. These chips are going to be the death of me. I've had so many of them. Is that the right song? Ah, here we go. Okay. You set out on the ship, which is called the Mac. M-A-K. It's thus named for the mackerel that it used to fish for back in the day.
Right. Makes sense.
Yeah. It is a long voyage. You have spent some time on ships before.
Mm-hmm.
If you recall, they didn't always go that well. You had encounters with various fishmen, some people died, you were chased by your father for a little while, or this is men. Things were not always great. Let's see how this one goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, there we go.
Oh god.
There we go. So, on the 12th day, the weather's not that great. The winds die down for a few days. So for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh. Hello. So, the winds are not all that great for the first week or so. You end up making about half the amount of progress you expected, which, they plan for these sorts of things, so it's not that big of a deal. It's just more time on out on sea. You don't see many other ships. Occasionally you'll pass one off in the distance, but the captain, Nance, seems to try and avoid others as much as possible.
Oh.
But on the 11th day, you see kind of a storm looming on the horizon, and it starts to get a little bit closer, and Nance says to you that things might get a little rough. There's a storm coming, and we're just going to go through it, because we don't have time to turn back for safe harbor and then go back out there. It's not worth it. But it's going to be rough, so brace yourselves.
My eyes go big, like, oh, okay, I guess. Knowing that I don't have a choice.
There's not much you can do. You're just a passenger here.
Yeah.
So we're not going to do too many complicated rolls. I'm going to leave it more or less in your hands how this turns out.
Yeah, I tell her that if she needs any help from me, I'll help, I guess. I mean...
Okay, so I want you to give me a D20 roll. The higher the number, the better things turn out for you guys. For example, if you roll a 1, the storm is pretty much insignificant. It blows out of the way, or it doesn't get...
You said the higher the better.
I'm sorry, if you roll a 20, it pretty much, misses you entirely. You roll a 1, your boat sinks and everyone dies, or something. Something to that effect. Probably not everyone dies, but...
Right.
We'll make some other rolls, but you roll a 1, you probably might drown. So, storms at sea are very, very dangerous. Give me a D20 and... Oh, you rolled a 3.
Gotta roll again.
No. All right, the storm hits and it is rough. It is the gale force winds come blowing the ship back and forth. Everything gets tossed around. Half the cargo goes overboard.
I'm thinking, I wish I was on one of the big boats now.
Yeah. Give me a saving throw versus death to see if you get swept overboard. 18? You totally get swept overboard. Sweet Jesus. Oh, God. Okay.
Can I swim? 13.
Okay, yeah, you can swim. Let's see. Oh, fuck. Oops. So, the ship gets hit by a wave, knocked all the way over to the side. Everyone falls in the water except for the captain, who has literally tied herself to the helm of the ship.
Oh.
You guys...
Wouldn't I have done the same?
If you did, your rope broke or something.
Right.
Whatever the situation is,
I got in the water, whatever.
Yeah, you get knocked overboard, you get swept out into the water. I need you to give me... God, I gotta look up drowning rules. This is one of those things that just...
Doesn't happen much.
That happens very rarely.
Yeah.
But let's see, you're probably not gonna drown. You're a proficient swimmer.
Mm-hmm.
Swimming.
Thanks, Jackie.
If swimming or treading water, you can maintain this for a number of hours equal to your constitution score if you abandon most of your gear. After you swim for a number of hours equal to your con, you must make a con check for every additional hour.
I mean, I would have left my weapons and such downstairs. I think my gear probably, maybe?
Yeah, I mean, when you're in the middle of a storm, you wouldn't be carrying armor on. I mean, you're on a ship, right?
Yeah. Until the fishermen come. Yeah.
If the seas are choppy, a con check should be made every hour. Rough seas can require more frequent checks. Heavy seas or storms may require a check every round. DM may decide to add for characters constitution drop more rapidly move over hour. Okay, so I need you to... Alright, so I need you to give me a series of Constitution checks until you fail 3 in a row. Well, until you fail 3. So
With a 9.
yeah, so D20 plus 9 until you. So you need an 11, a 12. So keep rolling until you roll 3 things that are less than 12, and we'll see how far you can make it.
Alright. That's 1.
1,
That's
2.
2.
Okay, let's pass.
Another
Pass.
Another
Pass. That's a natural
Critical.
20. We'll count that as 2.
Alright. Another
No, and then a 1. Okay, so the seas are rough and terrible.
Mm-hmm.
You not only get swept overboard, you get tossed around like a fish in a bucket. I don't think that's actually a figure of speech, but it makes sense.
Right
in
now
my
it
head.
is.
Yeah.
Right now it is, yeah.
The ship gets knocked over. You see some of the sailors just flopping helplessly in the water.
I mean, they would be pretty proficient swimmers, I think.
Yeah, but their constitutions are not that great, and this is a storm. Pass, fail, fail, fail.
Everyone's killing it.
Yeah. So one of them drowns pretty quickly. Like you see him struggling, and then just slipping below the water. The Minotaur. Pass. He stays above. Wow, yeah. Minotaur is great. He manages to get back on board. So you rolled a 20 on your 5th roll.
Yeah. 5th? Probably.
5th roll, yeah. It was
13, 20, yeah.
Yeah. Let's see if Minotaur manages to get back on board pretty quickly as the ship rights itself.
Mm-hmm.
Nance doesn't stop to pick up anyone, just trying to save her ship. God, how do you deal with drowning? Where are we? Water again. Okay. So at a certain point, you kind of slip below the water and lose consciousness. You don't end up on the ship. But you do wake up sometime later. You are face down on a beach. Yeah, you are face down on a beach. You're not really sure how you got here or what's going on. You've got tattered clothes. You don't have water in your lungs, but you feel very beaten up.
Mm-hmm.
You look about and you see a pair of footsteps leading up from the sand where you are, kind of towards the inland of the island.
Right.
Looking out over the water, it looks pretty empty. The storm is clearly gone. The seas are fairly calm. There's not a ship on the horizon.
Well, they just got paid very well. All right. So, assuming... How long were we on the way when this happened?
12 days?
12 days. And it was supposed to be, like...
14, 15?
14. Oh, so we were almost there.
Yeah, but you had a lot of trouble with
Yeah.
winds the first week. So
Right.
you're probably 2/3, maybe?
Yeah. So, it would make sense that I'm on the big island instead of the continent. Right?
Probably.
Yeah. Okay. So I basically have nothing on me, just some clothes.
Yeah, just your clothes.
And my winning smile.
Mm.
Right. I guess I'll try to get up and look around and see if I can guess where I'm at.
Okay. Sun is high in the sky. You look to what you presume to be west or east, just because it's the direction opposite of shore.
No.
See nothing. The water here is very clear, very warm, and very shallow. As you look out, you can see that for maybe 30 or 40 meters that you can actually probably still see the sand, and after that point it's just the angle's too shallow to see, but it looks like it's very, very shallow water around you.
Right.
There are palm trees all over the island. There's
were palm trees would you see palm trees where I came from?
no, you come from the far north where it is cold as balls.
I mean the area I departed from.
No. This is definitely somewhere else. Probably not like a tropical region, but you're definitely on a different landmass. The trees are different. There's a pair of footsteps. It's obviously Minotaur footsteps or horse footsteps or something.
Right.
Leading up.
But he got on the boat, right?
Last thing you remember is that he was crawling back onto the ship.
Oh. Maybe it's another cowman?
Maybe. Leading up towards the island, although you cannot see where they end.
I guess. I mean, he didn't eat or kill me, so I guess I might as well follow them. Mm-hmm. So I'll follow them.
Sure. You follow inward for a little bit until you come across a Minotaur squatting next to a broken coconut. Squatting in front of a broken coconut, drinking some of the milk.
Does it look like Brutus?
Give me a charisma check to see if you can make a difference between...
Probably. I mean, it's 31.
31. Yeah, you can tell the difference. It is indeed Brutus. You recognize him by the awkward brown patch on his shoulder.
Right. I genuinely say, Brutus? Hello?
It's you, human.
Yes. All human-ish, yes.
You're not a human?
Well, half human, half not human.
Whatever. Ship sank.
Oh, the entire thing sank. That's awkward. That's not good.
You seen anyone?
Well, the last thing I remember was you climbing on the boat and me going down.
Climbed on the boat. Broke in half a little bit later. Found you in the water. Used you as a life vest. Dragged you to shore.
Right.
Haven't seen Nance. Haven't seen the others.
That's too bad. Kind of like Nance. Have you found anything else from the boat, like wreckage or?
Down the shore, there's some wreckage.
Is there anything we can use? Maybe sell to get back or go somewhere or?
There's a box, someone's belongings. I didn't look in it.
Well, I mean, we might as well. It's not like they are coming here to collect it, I think. And if they do, we can put it back, I think.
Gives you another grunt. There we go.
I mean, if you don't mind, I'll go check.
He points up the beach a little ways.
Right. Go there and check. Yeah.
It is your box of gear, actually.
Nice.
Your little footlocker that was in the end of the bed. It's washed up to shore next to a whole bunch of other barrels. Just kind of like the entire shoreline up here has some water barrels, a barrel of apples, your box of things, although everything in it is flooded. If anything was delicate or couldn't be contaminated by seawater, it is ruined
Colored
completely.
sand should be fine. I've got my stud of leather, arrows, longbow, dagger, and loot.
Actually, the sand kind of just, like, the bags were so soaked and so washed around that the sand is all
Sand's
gone.
probably gone, yeah.
The sand's gone. I think
the dagger, loot, scimitar should be fine. The garnet should be fine. The gold should be fine. Silver.
Did you keep your garnets and gold in your footlocker?
I don't know. I think so. I mean, I don't think I would wear some pouches on my belt out into a storm.
Right.
Doesn't make a lot of sense. It's weight. If you get overboard, you're gonna sink.
Yeah, and you wouldn't have anywhere else to keep it.
No, not really. I mean, a locker is as good as anything.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, better go away. Go away. It's a bit of a slope move.
Stays.
All right. Let's see. I got the adder stomachs.
They're
stomachs themselves should
here.
be fine.
The stomachs are here. The probably be fine. You've never tried to cast this spell with like a sea-soaked outer stomach. You don't expect it would make a difference.
Probably. I mean, it is an adder, right? Stomach. So.
It's a stomach.
And what else was there for that one? For the
darts and the powdered rhubarb leaf.
Should be fine. And the leaf.
It was the powdered rhubarb leaf.
Powdered. Oh, that's gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
It's gone.
The darts are intact.
Darts are fine. Okay, so
scratch off what is missing.
So
undo all that hard work we did to figure out your shit.
6 darts and 6. Stomach. These components are gone. Let's see. The elf cat's whiskers. I don't know.
They're still there.
Yeah. This prism should be fine. I guess that's it. It's mainly the colored sand and the powdered rhubarb leaf. Well, they shouldn't be that hard to get. So.
Yeah. It seems that there are plenty of supplies here for you guys. There's all of your stuff. Did you? I'm sorry. Your weapons and armor. Your longbow would have been too big to fit in the footlocker.
So that would be gone.
That would be gone. The arrows are gone.
Or I could check the shoreline.
Yeah, you can check the shoreline. I mean, the locker is only about yay big.
Yeah.
So your armor wouldn't fit in it well.
Wouldn't it? I mean, you would just fold it in half or something. I mean,
it's like boiled leather with studs on it. It's kind of a big, bulky piece.
Yeah. Okay. So that would be
gone.
Gone.
The scimitar.
And the longbow and arrows.
I'll give you a 50-50 chance of being able to put the scimitar in the box.
Right.
So evens, you keep it. Odds, it's not there.
It's an odd.
Odds,
So
no, it wouldn't fit in the box, so it's gone as well.
Right, the dagger isn't there.
The dagger.
Scimitar is not. The golden garments are. The clothes I have on. Well, whatever is left of them. Okay. Let's see. I would check the shoreline for my other stuff, my scimitar, my longbow, arrows, and studded leather.
As you are patrolling the shoreline looking for things, you find plenty of supplies, plenty of food, plenty of fresh water. There's a coming from the jungle nearby.
I look over, get some monkey.
Running towards you are 3 completely naked men with spears in their hands, just kind of running out of the jungle at you.
I
and calling.
I run towards Brutus and say,
Brutus! Down the shore. So you run down the shore, they start running towards you.
Oh, they are on the side of what Brutus is?
Yeah, well, so Brutus said the supplies were up the shoreline, so you'd walked maybe 100 meters or so from where you entered the shore. And these guys are... So here's our coast. You landed here, met Brutus here, and then your supplies were all over here. So if you're up here now, these guys are coming like this. So you can run towards Brutus, but they will be hot on your tail.
Yeah, but they won't necessarily catch me.
Probably not. Let's take our break and see what happens as these naked men chase you when we come back from break.
Well, I'm mostly naked myself, so...
It's all the same. Alright, see you guys in a bit. Bye-bye.